is teacher Alan Glenn, and I will be your math teacher for this lesson. Our lesson for today is about solving problems involving oblique triangles. Our objectives in this lesson are the following. Number 1, define oblique triangles. Number 2, solve word problems involving oblique triangles. Number 3, appreciate solving problems involving oblique triangles by answering the math fun activity. First, what is an oblique triangle? An oblique triangle is a triangle that does not contain 90 degrees or a right angle. This is how an oblique triangle looks like. An oblique triangle has no right angle or an angle that measures 90 degrees. It can either be an acute or obtuse. Now, it's time to review. Oblique triangle involves 4 cases, namely, number 1, 2 angles on one side are given. Number 2, 2 sides and the angle opposite to one of the sides are given. Number 3, 2 sides and the angle between those sides are given. Number 4, 3 sides are given. Note, the law of sines is applicable for the first 2 cases, and the law of cosines for the last 2 cases. Law of sines. For any triangle ABC in which A, B, and C are the lengths of the sides opposite the angles with measures A, B, and C respectively, A over sine A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. In words, the law of sines may be stated as follows. The sides of a triangle are proportional to the sides of the opposite angle. Law of cosines. For any triangle ABC where A, B, and C are the lengths of the side opposite of the angles with measure A, B, and C respectively, A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine A. B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine B. And C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C. Now, let us proceed in citing examples for better understanding of this lesson. Example. From his house, Dave is taking a walk along straight path. He decides to leave the path. So he walks on the road that makes an angle of 32 degrees with the path. After walking for 4 kilometers, he reached the plaza. He turns 93 degrees and takes another road back towards his house. Question A. How far is the plaza from Dave's house? B. How long is the straight path? Given, let A be the distance from the plaza to Dave's house. Let B be length of the path. Solution. The given parts of the triangle involve 2 angles, A and B. And the side A, which is the opposite of angle A, the given parts and the unknown parts are shown in the figure below. To solve for C, we will use the equation A plus B plus C is equal to 180, since the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180. Substitute the values of A and B to the equation A plus B plus C is equal to 180.
And we got 32 degrees plus 93 degrees plus C is equal to 180 degrees. Then solve for C. Simplify your answer and you will get 55 degrees. Angle C is equal to 55 degrees. To solve for side A, the distance of the plaza from Dave's house, we will use the equation A over sine A is equal to C over sine C. Substitute the values of angles A and C, also the measure of side C, and we will get A over sine 32 degrees is equal to 4 over sine 55 degrees. Cross multiply and find the value of A and you will get 2.59. Dave will walk 2.59 kilometers to return to his house from the plaza. To solve for side B, the length of the straight path, we will use B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. Substitute the values of angles B and C and the measure of side C. Cross multiply, simplify, and find the value of B. You will get 4.88. The straight path is 4.88 kilometers.
Next example. Mike spotted a ship and boat in the sea. The boat is 15 miles away from Mike and 21 miles away from the ship. If the two boats create an 80-degree angle from the observer, how far is the ship from Mike?
To solve for angle C, we will use A over sine A is equal to C over sine C. Substitute in this equation the given two sides, the measure of side A and the measure of side C. Then substitute also the value of angle A. Then solve for sine C. And sine C is equal to 0.703434109. After finding the value of sine C, find the value of C. Using the calculator, we can easily compute C. And C is equal to 44.70 degrees or 44 degrees 42 minutes and 11 seconds. To solve for angle B, we will use the formula A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degrees. Why? Because the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is always equal to 180 degrees. Since the two angles are given, which is angle A and C, simply substitute it to the equation and you will have 80 degrees plus 44.70 degrees plus B is equal to 180 degrees. Then, solve for the value of B. B is equal to 55.30 degrees. To solve for side B, we will use the equation B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. Substitute the given, which is the value of angle B, the value of angle C, and the measure of side C. And we will get B over sine 55.30 degrees is equal to 15 over sine 44.70 degrees. Then, solve for the value of side B. B is equal to 17.53 miles. The ship is 17.53 miles away from Mike.
Another example. Pedro and Juan are observing the bird at the top of the tree between them. The bird is 18 meters from Pedro and formed a 68-degree angle with the ground. From Juan's place, the bird is 40 degrees from the ground. A. How far is the bird from Juan? B. How far is Juan from Pedro?
Solution. The given parts and the unknown parts are shown in the figure below. To solve for side B, the distance between the bird and 1, we will use B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. Then, solve for B. How we will solve B? We substitute the given data to the equation. So, substitute the value of side C, the values of angles B and C. And after substituting it, solve, and you will get B is equal to 25.96. To solve for A, distance between Juan and Pedro, determine first the third angle. To solve for angle A, we will use again the formula or equation A plus B plus C is equal to 180. Substitute the values of B and C, and you will get A is equal to 180 degrees minus 68 plus 40 degrees. Simplify it, and the value of angle A is 72 degrees. To solve for side, a distance between Juan and Pedro, we will use the equation A over sine A is equal to C over sine C. Substitute the values of angle A and C, also the measure of side C, and we will get A is equal to 18 sine 72 degrees over sine 40 degrees. Simplify it, and A is equal to 26.63. Juan and Pedro are 26.63 meters away from each other.
Last example. Mario owns a triangular residential lot bounded by two roads which intersect at 37 degrees. The sides of the lot along the road are 240 meters and 200 meters respectively. Find the length of the fence needed to enclose the lot.
The law of cosine. If you will look in the figure at the right, there are given information that we can use to solve this problem. We will substitute the given in the law of cosine. And that's why we will get AB square is equal to 240 square plus 200 square minus 2 times 240 times 200 cosine 37. Simplify it, and we will get 144.69 meters. The length of the fence needed to enclose the lot is 240 meters plus 200 meters plus 144.69 meters is equal to 584.69 meters.
Now, time for your activity. Math is fun. I will give you 1 minute to read the problem. And this is the problem. After reading the problem, I will give you 3 minutes to answer it. And your time starts now. Everybody, time is up. The correct answer is 126.25 feet and 144.83 feet. If that is your answer, congratulations. You got the correct answer. Now, it's time for your assignment. And what is your assignment for this lesson? You only need to read and study our next lesson. And that is your assignment. And that ends our lesson for today. Again, this is teacher Alan Glenn. Thank you for listening, watching carefully, and understanding the lesson. See you again in our fun and exciting next lesson. Goodbye, everyone.